EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Blues of St. Louis taking on the Dragons of Mexico City. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys currently a couple games over 500, 4-2 through 6 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. When you look at this defense, they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Up the middle they go. Diaz. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rhodes. He finds his man. Complete. It's Atkins. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
And they're trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. From the out route, incomplete. It's Franklin. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Complete to Kelly. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll make it 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves, go!
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Porter. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake. Rose. The RPO will keep. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Porter. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Mexico City, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Ready, ready.
Play action. Now Wilson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
32-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Play action. It's Wilson. He's got a man downfield. It's Harris. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll give up the middle to kill it. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Kelly again. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stepped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They try to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Blues offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's been as productive as anyone in the NFL in the middle part of the season. The NFL's leader in receiving yards to this point, and he doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon.
Ready?
They go play action here on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him. So they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They run up the gut with Kelly. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Washington. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 14
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Mexico City.
Here we go.
First down.
Again, this is Kelly. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dragons are able to widen their advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Dragons 10.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5. Up the middle they go. Diaz. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Okay, 13 yards. First down, Blues.
Operating from the gun. Rhodes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion goes the tight end. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Third and 5. Here's Wilson. That is caught. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Mexico City, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 3rd down and 7.
Here we go, set. Tap the 60, tap the 60.
Now Wilson. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And from Mexico City, first down.
Here's Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Wilson wants a different look.
At the 43-yard line.
Kelly on the counter. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And now they'll shift things around.
At the 32-yard line.
There's Wilson to throw. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, take it away. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley. Now some good hard running there as he pushes his way forward for about 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And the Mexico City first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
On the run, it's Kelly. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run with Kelly. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off play action. Rhodes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Porter. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 65.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. He finds his man, complete. It's Atkins. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Diaz. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
back to him on first down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Slot man moves right.
19 Tiger. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Rhodes. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Blues have got it back to within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now they can't bring him down.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Again, it's Kelly. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Now it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down. So they bring out their punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
It's second and 8.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's second and 8. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Back now in Mexico City, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Rhodes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to number 17.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake. Rhodes. Over the middle, complete. That's Porter. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 card. Ready.
Now a give right side. Porter. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Blues are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Extra point forthcoming. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead.
Dragons 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Kelly. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Wilson. Complete to Washington. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead, but whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
Ready, go.
On 1st down, it's Porter. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Rhodes. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 2-yard
Big hook
line.
up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Blues will add to their 4th quarter lead. Point after try forthcoming. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Buchanan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard
That was good
line.
protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Stanley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Bounds at the 19-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Let's go now.
Going quickly out wide to Moore.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Number 87.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Ready? Hawk, ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Wilson to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dragons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the
so they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The offense will line up for a 2-point.
They're going to try and run for it, and he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Ready? Bronco 80. Ready?
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small.